am sharing a home tour today. As I mentioned last week, we're about to do a big home renovation, so I felt like I wanted to do one more home tour before we change everything, and I have zhuzhed, played, added new pieces into my home, and I always love sharing it with you, so it's gonna be a fun one. And I'm so excited because the sponsor for today is absolutely perfect. I am partnering up with HomeAglow, which is a 5-star home cleaning service that has incredibly affordable prices. Something I love about HomeAglow is that they have online booking capability. So if you have a party, a special occasion, you just want your home cleaned, you want to set up a membership, you can go online to the HomeAglow website and book a cleaner within just a few days of when you need them. And you get to work with local cleaners in your area. 100% of the fee goes to them, so you know you're supporting local cleaners in your area. It's seriously so easy. All you need to do is go to the HomeAglow website, you pick your date and time that you're looking for. Then it's gonna share with you the cleaners that are available in your area for that date and time. You get to look at reviews and choose the cleaner that you would like to use, and then you submit your request. You'll hear back very quickly if they're available and be able to book right there. I love this because I even had to switch things up really quickly this time, and I was able to book a cleaner within 24 hours. So I think for me, that's one of the biggest benefits, is that if I need a cleaner in a pinch, I can just go to the HomeAglow website and book one exactly when I need them. And if you're interested, you can also book a Forever Clean membership, which is gonna save you $30 an hour on all your future cleanings, and book unlimited cleanings just starting at $19 an hour with the HomeAglow's happiness guarantee. And it's definitely spring cleaning time, so if you want to take home cleaning off of your plate, you can go to homeaglow.com/Beth and book your first cleaning starting at only $9. So make sure you click the link down below and go to homeaglow.com/Beth and get your first cleaning for only $9. This time around, I had such a great experience with my HomeAglow cleaner, and I wanted to make my house look fabulous for my home tour, so I was able to book this really quickly, have my cleaner come in. I walked back in my house at the end of the day. It smelled amazing, it looked amazing, and now I get to share it with you. All right, let's start the home tour. Come on in. So here is my entryway. You've seen this a few times, and really nothing has changed here, and is not gonna change until the renovation. I'm so excited because we're completely overhauling the master, so there will actually be a wall here instead of doors. And so this will get all changed once the renovation happens, so I've just left it as is. But it is a fun area of collecting all of my maximalist fun. This is where I find all those little tchotchkes at the thrift stores and flea markets and add them, you know, as I go. And I have had so much fun finding some of these treasures. I think with Annette, I've found a few at the Long Beach flea market, and then a lot of these are just little thrift finds, or some of the things that I've literally had in my home 20 years, and I just keep moving them from house to house and in different situations. All right, so let's move from the entry into my living room, which I love. My living room is probably one of my favorite rooms in the house, and this has such a fun collection of things that I have had for years. I've added new things, and I'm just constantly building on top of it. And one of the ideas that is probably key to how I design and decorate my home is layering, which I love to layer with my clothes. So I think it really just naturally happens in my home as well. And so you're just gonna see that I layer things on top. And I'm so excited because a lot of the things that I found at the thrift store last week have ended up in fun new areas of my home. One in particular are these incredible shelves that I found at a thrift store a few weeks ago, and I knew I wanted to hang them high on the wall and then add some of those tchotchkes that we found. And you'll see that I added candles into the little vase and just had fun playing with the collection that I curated from the thrift store last week. And then there's definitely themes of, I end up with fish in my house a lot, shells. I like to mix kind of old with very graphic, artistic driven pieces, and then just a mix of what I call my like 70s color palette, which is neutrals with pops of burnt orange, brown, tan. Anyways, this is one of my favorite rooms. This is where we spend majority of our time, and this feels the most kind of loved and collected of the entire house. And then a few new things in here that are different from probably the last time I did this tour was I found this new rug. I like to have layered rugs for one. I also love to have like a shaggy, cozy rug under my feet, and this is where we spend the majority of our time. So I liked this checkerboard rug that I added to my, you know, antique rug that I've had for years. I got this at West Elm, so it's an easy little find. I think it might be still on the website. And then you will notice I got a new couch. My couch history is ridiculous. I had a couch forever that we really loved, but kind of got to the point where it really had so much wear and tear we had to look for something new. And you may remember last time I had more of a pink L-shaped couch, or kind of a curved couch. That was not perfect. It was falling apart really easily, and so I ended up on this little hunt where I kept buying thrift couches for, you know, $20 or something ridiculous. And then finally I found this couch that we have here in the room, and it's perfect. It has more of a kind of traditional shape, which I really like. It's very cozy. It fits us all really comfortably, and it feels classic that I can kind of add all the maximalist craziness on top of it, and I really just love it. So it's been an endless hunt for my couch, but I feel like I finally found the couch. Now I need the magic to come to me for the chairs, because I am still on hunt for new chairs, but I like to find these things. So I'm on Facebook Marketplace all the time and in thrift stores all the time looking for new chairs, but until I find them, I will keep these. And remember my funny little frog? I wanted to give him a purpose, so I've decided he is the keeper of the matches. So I've got him holding the matches so that I can light the candles for the evening. Oh, okay, let's go into the dining room. Before we go into the dining room, I did want to mention a few big hanging pieces. I've got art here, and then going down the hallway of my house, and also my big mirror. And you might notice the big piece that I thrifted. I haven't figured out exactly where that's going, so sometimes when I have art that I don't know what to do with yet, I just prop it up on the wall for fun. So it is behind my big mirror, and then I've got some of my favorite pieces of art just kind of lining the hallway, almost as if it's a gallery. And I like to hang these kind of gold ropes around them to add some layers as I do. In my dining room, I've made a few new changes. One of the biggest things is that I found a new rug to go underneath my dining room table. I went the cheap route last time. I think that's a good note. Don't save money. Look for I always just look for the antique rugs, which is what you really should do, because they last forever. And I found this at the Long Beach flea market, and actually it was only $300, so it's great. I'd rather do that than go to, you know, one of these big box stores and buy a rug that's not gonna last that long. So I really love it. It has made me want to switch up my chairs in my dining room. So I'm not totally sure what I'm doing there, but it's always a work in progress. And then I've just created this little nook here on the wall. I like to have this very botanical chair. I found that at the thrift store. And then I do think with styling my home, I like to think in juxtapositions. So we've got this like botanical, maybe kind of very traditional looking chair, and then throwing on more of a graphic black and gold striped pillow helps to kind of bridge the gap, or bridge it from looking too stuck in one era. I like to mix it all together. So even with some of the art hung on my wall, I mix all the genres together, I layer everything, and it just feels really kind of fun and playful in that way, and more collected. This piece up here is a new piece of art. I love it. It's a fish, and that's a big theme in my home, and my sons are huge fishermen, so I feel like I always like to add elements of that. And then even just my lamp is new. I'm just always looking and always searching, and so I'm always thinking, where can I use everything? And so things are constantly evolving and changing. We are now in my kitchen, which, as you have seen in previous videos, I renovated, I think in 2019 we renovated. So it's been a while now, so it's definitely more lived in, but I think with that comes character and fun, and I've had fun layering up in here. I think the biggest changes is I just found these incredible, very like 80s Art Deco stools for the counter, which was a fun find, and so I added those to our countertop here, and this incredible huge vase that I just took branches from my yard and added them into the pot to create some drama and some fabulousness here in the kitchen. But there is room to grow. I am always looking to add more in here, and I think I might even change up a little bit by painting the hood over the oven. Just little things like that I feel like can be a fun way to refresh even after you've changed it, even after you've made it like the best version. You can always just add more and play around, and I think paint is always a fun way to do that. You aren't stuck or locked into anything. So I might do a little bit of interesting painting in here, and then of course I'm always looking for art or new things to add to the countertop. I did actually just see a video, I think it was the Brooke Shields documentary, and the back of her stove had all of her spices and everything on it, and it felt very cozy and like she was always cooking. So I don't know, maybe I might add some kind of a rack behind my stove to feel very, you know, inspired to spice up my life even more. All right, and I'm going to take you down the hallway to our back office, which also works as my closet, my husband's jam room, and it just gets lived in and cozy. It feels like a little mini den. So let's head into there. So finally, this is the mini den that we've created, and I'm wanting to take over it more and add like even more to it, but I'm also trying to allow my husband to have space to move around in with his guitars and all that kind of stuff. So I did add kind of more of a cozy ottoman. I want to probably add like a tray on top of this with some books and things like that, but it's also practical and cozy to lounge with, and I thought it was just a fun addition. And I also think maybe adding a little bit of a table or something could be cute in here, like a small one. The shelves just get decorated with tons of little items that are either meaningful or photos. This is where I want it to feel very family cozy, all the feels right here, memories, tickets, things like that, old photos. So this is our kind of expression of our family cozy den, which I love. And then just little additions of adding some plants in here. I'm still looking for some more art for this room, in particular music themed art or old photographs. I found the Who photograph at the flea market, which I love that one so much. So more pieces like that I'm on the hunt for, but again, always looking and just endlessly searching. And then even just something that I do whenever I travel is I look to add a piece of art from everywhere we've gone, and it might even represent places that we've been. So this photograph here of Yosemite was from a trip last summer to Yosemite. So I'm always just going into a thrift store locally and seeing what I can find that might represent where we were. So I think that's just a fun way to kind of capture the heartbeat of our family. So thank you for joining me for my home tour. I'm so excited because it's all about to get messed up so that we can renovate. So I wanted to capture it as is now, and then I'll start sharing updates as they happen with the renovation. And that's going to be just gutting and adding on to our house in their master section. So the closet, the bathroom, and even our bedroom is going to get bigger, and I'm going to redecorate it and kind of change up the vibe in there completely. So I cannot wait. And make sure to tune in, probably especially to Instagram and TikTok, because I'll probably start sharing updates as they're happening. And then of course I'll do a big, you know, reveal here on YouTube, and I cannot wait. It's probably of everything the most exciting to me because it's adding a closet that becomes the always play dress up closet. I cannot wait. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like it. You can subscribe to my channel. I have new videos every single Thursday. And finally, always play dress up. Bye!